Back to my bike. I haven't forgotten about the cabin, but right now I need to fix this thing. And so what I'm having, the problem I'm having with it is it's not starting. Key in, you turn it to on. I've looked at a lot of videos online, and the culprit on these things is usually the key switch, or sometimes the key switch. I don't think that's my problem. Sometimes if I click it on and off, it'll work. But what I've noticed is, I don't think you can hear this on the video, but every time I hit that starter button, I'm hearing a click inside in the front here, which is a relay. The problem is the I believe it's the solenoid. The easy way to check this is on the right side of your bike. It's back here. This cover comes off. I've done this a couple times, so. And behind her, you'll see these red covers. They go over these two things. Just move those out of your way, like that. Now the ignition is on. So by crossing those two bolts right there, that's your solenoid. That bypasses the solenoid switch. So obviously it works when I do that with a screwdriver or anything metal, and it'll start the bike no problem. I have a new solenoid to replace the one that's there. I'm assuming this is the problem. This is what it looks like. Shouldn't be too big of a job. First thing I've got to do is disconnect these wires. It's not the easiest thing to get at, but there's two on the top and bottom. Just wiggle off. I should it's probably important to remember which switch. So I'll put the top one up there. I don't know if it matters, but just in case it does. Then there's two bolts that hold on these. And to nobody's surprise, these are 10 millimeter. There is a lock washer. Make sure you don't lose that. And this one on the right has several other wires as like a junction. So there's the unit there. Now, getting out of here is not going to be easy. Get those wires out of the way. Start with the hardest one first, maybe. And it's a molten nut, so there we have it. The old one out. Let's get a sticker on it. I'll look at that a little later. I don't know if it was replaced before or not. It might have been. The installation should just be a reverse of what we just did. Now I'm considering hooking up the wires first, but I think that would be more awkward. I may hook up these wires first, so make sure they've got a good connection. Because I think that might be awkward to do after it's in place. Top one. But I'll leave these things till after I get it in place. And actually, I'll take these bolts off now. These nuts, I mean. Okay. Put them somewhere on the ground so I can lose those immediately. Oh, yeah. Oops, see that one again. Oh, look, I found it. This is an awkward spot to do this. It's going to be easier to do with this thing. You don't want to over tighten those old bolts. Okay, now I'll put back on my nuts on my wires. Make sure these are in there reasonably tight. And those things oddly don't. What I don't like is these are big. Like the holes in that is fairly big. And look at my old one. No, it's the same, so I guess. Just doesn't seem to be very good arrangement, but we'll try it. I guess they seem pretty tight. Now, moment of truth. So now I got nothing. I got no ignition. Okay, back to the drawing board. So the old solenoid that was in there, they put in there incorrectly, because there's actually 2 bolts on this one, and the old one had one rusty, real not looking one. It's quite corroded, and actually the casing's cracked. So those 3 have to go together like that, be electrically bonded. I've cleaned them off as best I could. This is what actually comes from the battery cable, or from the battery. So I'm going to clean it off a little bit too. Just corrosion and old mud and stuff. Should be better. That's why I wasn't getting ignition at all, because there was no connection there. So we'll try this. Probably should be, greasing it up or something, but here, try that. Moment of truth. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, wait now. I've been messing with the battery cable. Aha. Fixed. I have decided to have the seats professionally recovered. Already got my back seat done. By professionally recovered, I mean peel and stick black vinyl is quite sticky. It seemed to work pretty good. So I'm going to attempt to do the main seat here. First thing would be to clean off all the crud. So hopefully it sticks better. It's super clean. Get some of that crap. The foam isn't deteriorating yet. So worth saving. It's hilarious on these things. They've got an imprint here of don't have 2 riders on the back. But I've covered it up since, but on the back seat, because this is the extended wheelbase max version, it has 3 people on the ATV. So don't have 3 people, I guess. So very scientifically. That's probably good enough. Exact measurement of yay long. I think yay long qualifies as actual measurements. What is a yay? Exactly how big is a yay? I guess it only matters in context of using your hands. So, yay, long. Sure. Now, it's a very complicated process for applying the glue. Nope, it isn't. It's a matter of peeling this off in hopefully one piece. That's not going to come off in one piece. Okay, well, I'll just keep going. What I don't want is for this stuff to stick to itself. So don't imagine that's going to come apart very easily. It'd be really great if I could get it off in one piece. Sort of. Maybe what I'll do is I won't peel all of it off to avoid it sticking. I'll peel that much of it off. And sure. Okay. Oh no! I didn't want to have happen. Get out of there, you little bugger. Alright. Peel it backwards. Alrighty. Now I think, not an expert, I wonder how stretchy this stuff is. Probably not. Probably I had a heat gun. It does pull and it does stretch a little bit. Just keep working it. It's better than what it was. just put in some character lines like that. Oh, that's terrible. Of course, I'm sticking to nothing but foam at that point. I think I only paid, like, I want to say under $15 or something for this. Get these creases out, would be better. If you just kind of keep pulling the work, and it seems to sort of work out okay. Oops. I'm not worried about that part. It's ripply because that's because of the foam, but there. Again, didn't look at a YouTube for this one. Probably the pros use heat guns and all kinds of things, but good enough for who it's for. Yeah, we'll put our seat on. And back seat. Nope, it's not perfect. Not really going for perfect. It definitely is better. Restored.